And we are back. It has been a moment. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. It has been a moment. That's a good way to put it.
I'm trying to remember the last after show we did, but it was definitely pre San Diego.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too the other day. I'm wondering if it was like around Valentine's Day. Uh,
Must have been maybe we had too much time together. We had to do a little bit of recovery with our significant
we
others.
have gotten to see each other quite often lately, and I kind of like it.
It's super cool. It was a treat to get to spend time with you and Brooke and Britt and Brandon as well in San Diego. We turned out to be the only five staying at the Town and Country, but yeah, that was I guess I was a fifth
You
wheel.
were you
Um,
were well. It depends how you look at it. Some people might think like I'm the fifth wheel, or Britt was the fifth wheel. But no, we loved having you with. It was cool having our brother with us the whole time from Virginia. So you got to
yeah.
see a little bit behind the curtains of our dynamic, the four of us. So I
Hmm.
think it's funny because everyone probably thinks I'm the talker, but then like whenever we're in that situation, I'm probably the least talkative one.
Well, you were also driving, so that
So,
uh,
uh,
takes a bit of
right.
that
I was
from there.
driving, and
But
we did literally play sun up to sundown like every day when we were out there. So I was tired. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, well, it was also raining a couple of times on those drives, so there's a limitation to what you can talk. It didn't stop me and Britt and Brooke from
No, you
chatting.
guys, you guys were all having fun. I was in dad mode. It was me the whole. I was driving, and I was like, "All right, kids, like keep it down the back. I'm trying to drive."
No, it was good. It was good. And then just this past weekend, we got to meet up with a few other folks at Cape and Springs.
Yeah. Oh my God, what a time! What a time!
Hmm.
I don't think we can talk about everything on the after show, which people are like, "Well, why the heck not? It's the after show." But I got to tell you guys, there's no way I can share with you everything everything that happened and was discussed. But man, was it so much fun! First and foremost, Jonathan, wow, he hooked us
Hmm.
up. Honestly, like to treat us like we were royalty, professional athletes. I mean, Jonathan, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to future events at Cape and Springs, especially the Potomac Highlands Regional coming up here in April. But I think we're going to be doing a lot of Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Virginia's combinations, uh, just
Hmm.
behind the scenes where we can all drink beer like we did. But and that was
Yeah.
so much fun. And I still feel like 4 or 5 days later, I'm still dragging here. So,
It was definitely cold. We thankfully didn't have to deal with any rain or snow or sleet, but the temperatures in the teens and the low 20s, uh, whether in the afternoon or the morning, you know, just takes a little bit more stretching and getting your body going to be able to
yeah,
enjoy
we
that.
took the first tee at 19 degrees Sunday morning. So I just, at this point, I don't even know what fling golfing in nice weather is. I, I don't
Right.
even, I'm afraid to see what'll happen in a couple weeks. Like maybe all of a sudden I can throw 230 yards because just between San Diego and all this West Coast rain or the East Coast rain we've had this winter and playing in
Hmm.
West Virginia in 19 freaking degrees, like I was like, dude, this is nuts. So, but we were all warm from the beer, so uh, we'll just leave it at that.
Well, we were also warm from the hospitality, from the good food.
All the food.
I think that we had a bit of a cheat code because uh, Jonathan's wife was cooking for us as opposed to the typical Cape and Springs cooking staff, which no diss to them. We got to see their facilities. That dining room looks fantastic. Hearing about the menu, whether you're going to the Potomac Highlands regional event, or just want to have a good getaway, Cape and Springs and Farms is the place.
Yeah,
Like we're looking up to see if we can make it for a week, even this summer, because it's only an hour and 15 minutes from us, and what a spot.
yeah. I mean, Latham and Gwendolyn are at the perfect age too. You
Hmm.
and Kathy can have your own time, but you guys can also do family stuff, and the kids will stay busy. I told Brooke that I would love to go there, maybe in a year or two when Navy gets just a little bit older,
Hmm.
so she can enjoy more of the outdoor activities. But man, yeah,
Yeah.
Capon Springs and Farms, like it's such a beautiful place. I I
Hmm.
I hope that they get onto the permanent WLF tour schedule starting in 2024. But man, it's so I just still picture going down that mountain and then you just come out into this beautiful pasture
Oh.
and it takes you back in time a little bit, but it was so
Hmm.
pretty. And yeah, I can't speak highly enough of Capon Springs.
I tell you, the food was fantastic. The hospitality unmatched. Jonathan Bellingham, hats
Yeah,
off.
dude.
Fantastic
Yeah.
job. The company, we had folks from Delaware,
Well, we
Pennsylvania,
can
Virginia,
say who
West
was
Virginia.
there. We just can't say what
Yeah,
they
yeah,
said.
yeah. But I was going to get to what I wanted to get to was we're talking about the warmth. Like we got to talk about the hot tubs,
Oh man, we
right? That was what was really just kind of bringing it back down to warming us all up, making sure that we were, that felt like royal treatment for sure. They've got these incredible baths that are just
yeah, I think
phenomenal.
the water was like 110 degrees. Straight up hot springs jacuzzi style.
Hmm.
Might have been a little weird having 13 guys together, but hey,
Hey, there were three different places.
three
We
different
were spread
three
across three
different
different rooms. We didn't have to all pile into to one big
in
tub.
typical Austin fashion. I was the one bouncing around to hang out with the different people
That's
because
right.
I can only take Jack so much, so of course I had to jump around a bit. But no, it was
Yeah.
oh my god, that was after playing outside in the cold and then getting
Hmm.
to go to the spa and get totally like just hop into jacuzzis, get warmed up, the muscles feeling great.
Hmm.
I mean, we probably should have done that and then played because I think we all would have freaking
Right.
tortured. But yeah, you aren't kidding about the food either. His wife, she's amazing. She took care of us way more than she had to
Hmm.
do, and
Hmm.
yeah, I just can't. I can't praise and talk about them enough because they just totally took
Hmm.
care of us.
Yeah, yeah. So you, Brandon, Jack, and Neil came over from Delaware. Me and Michael came up from Virginia. Jason Ballinger is just about an hour away from Jonathan in West Virginia. And then we had Big Cat, Jamie, Ryan, and Big Wheel. Patrick Wheeler made an appearance, and Zach, the Mountaineer, was there as well from
Yeah,
Pennsylvania. So,
we had some big boys there. Like we had some
yeah.
of the best players in the sport all together, and yeah, it was fun. I do find Big Cat a little funny because he was all like, "Oh man, this is just a boys' weekend. It's all for fun," and then all of a sudden, because he posted the lowest score, he's like, "Oh, I'm the weekend champion." I'm like, dude, you cannot be the person that cries wolf and be like, "Hey, we're just getting together to have fun, guys," and then he happens to win, and yeah, for anyone who watched, like, yes, I did finish seventh, so Showtime does not win all the time. But
My kids asked me where I finished, and I was like, "Well, I was tied with Austin and Ryan." And they're like, "You tied Austin?" Like, no, no, you're kidding.
my
Kathy had to step in and was like, "Dad, he's a good fling golfer,
yeah, right.
kids."
The thing that was funny was when Jonathan was reading off where everyone finished. It's like
Hmm.
Jason fifth, Jack sixth, Austin seventh. And then he like paused, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I definitely misread the room. I thought we were here drinking and shooting the shit, and so
Hmm.
note taken. Like you guys brought it upon yourself. Next time
Yeah,
we're together, Showtime will be all right."
you were never allowed to relax at all. You have to be on. No
Oh,
enjoyment. You can.
it's like dudes like now we were all clustered, so it's not like I mean Big Cat shot really well and Michael shot really well, but
Yeah.
um,
Hmm.
you
And Neil did too.
Neil
Tin
played pretty
man.
good. So, but yeah, I mean, everyone was like with it. Everyone was pretty much in the 70s though, so it was
Hmm.
competitive. But Yeah, I really misread the room there. So definitely next time, Big Cat, I will not take it easy. So
I'll tell you, I got to play with Big Cat. We had played a practice round in San Diego together, which was
yeah,
the first time we'd done that, and then we got to be in the grouping for Saturday. And yeah, it was nice. And again, it's always I think I've said before, watching Big Cat throw from anywhere between 100 and 150 yards is just so
yeah,
smooth, and he's got such great deft touch around that. And he made some awesome shots, a couple of great sidecars off the green that were falling. And, the greens had been aerated, so they weren't at their peak, peak stage. But again, it was equal
yeah.
for
Right.
everybody. And
We all had to play.
some fun shots
We
made.
all had to play in it, and I think just based on who did finish in the top five, I think it's more of a testament to how good their sidecars and their clean sweeps are.
Mm-hmm,
Because
mm-hmm.
on air-rated greens, the putting's gone. The
Yeah,
putting does
yeah.
not matter, which made it tough for me because I actually got penalized for being closer with Reggie's because like you can't sidecar from 10 feet away. Like it just doesn't. And you can, but it's you don't
Well, but not
right.
regularly, right? You could have on that Saturday,
Right.
but you couldn't have played your regular
Right. No, you
game.
could. You had to totally adjust, and it took me to like hole 8 or 9 to be like, okay, like, all right. Instead of doing the clean sweep and rolling it, like you got to airmail it and get it as close to the cup. And so I don't want to take anything away from the guys, but that it was a little
But you will go on.
no,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
but I'm just saying, like you guys opened up this can, and like now I just think you're done. So
No, it
I'm
was.
honestly like Cutter played really well. The
Mhm.
thing is that, and again, I won't take anything away from him. He would have a ball look like a ping pong or a pinball, and it
Yeah.
would just go in the cup. And like me and Ryan and John, we're just laughing because we're just like can't even. I'm like 5 feet away, and I'm putting, and it ends up
Hmm.
3 feet to the left, and like you're just like, what the hell's Austin doing? And then you have then like Cutter from 25 feet away just sidecars one up, it hits, dinks, rolls, and drops it in the cup, and we're just like, hey man, sometimes it's your day.
It was wild. A couple more highlights, or just things for me. Jamie and I played together uh, with Brandon on Sunday morning, and I'm thinking of Jamie because there were several times that he and I would be about the same distance from the
Yeah,
green, and it didn't matter if I went first or he went first. We would basically throw to the same place. And for some reason, my ball would either stick or roll closer to the pin, and his would hit and like go in the opposite direction away from the hole, like just the biggest bump. And it was like, it was just
yeah,
wild how that was happening. Now we were playing a scramble, so it all worked out for us, but it was that kind of thing. And then you can't the shot of the weekend for me was our very last hole. We're on a par four that dog legs to the left. You can cut some trees, which we were all doing on Saturday. Brandon threw a bomb that either got picked up by a bird or there was one of those 35-mile-per-hour gusts that hit like after it took off for about 150 yards in
yeah.
the air. And he finished, what, 20, it was like 27 yards from the
That's
green
nuts.
on a 400-yard par
That's
four.
nuts. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, he throws the damn thing so far, but you catch one of
Mm-hmm.
those gusts or a cart path or anything like that, and it is a mountain course too. So if you hit the right slope,
Mm-hmm.
ball certainly could roll an extra 50 to 80 yards. So, but yeah, no, I had so much fun. I think it was cool that he took where everybody finished on Saturday, and that's what the teams were for Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So I know everyone saw Big Cat, Lucky Jack, and Austin together, and they're like, "What the?" You guys were like, "What the hell?" And then we had Big Wheel as well, which actually, Big Wheel contributed. So I don't want to sit here and say that it was
Yeah.
all all me, Big Cat, and Lucky Jack, because there was about a 3 or 4 hole stretch where Big Wheel was getting the Reggie and then getting the birdie too. So, but
Hmm.
yeah, it was so much fun, and I can't wait to get back in a couple weeks, about 5 weeks out, I believe it is. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
April 28th, 29th, and 30th, Friday night through Sunday. Go to flinggolf.com to find out more about it. Potomac Highlands Regional. It's going to be a great time. One of the other great things is like everything's
It's
included.
all
So
inclusive.
whatever you're paying, you got your lodging, you got your food, you got your entertainment, lots of, and then you've got access to an incredible
Yeah, I
resort.
mean, $640 for 2 nights of stay, unlimited playing golf, all your meals. Like, God, it does
Hmm.
not get any better than that. You really can't beat it. So, I suggest everyone gets out there and play. I know me, Big Cat, Scantron, Reggie Queen, uh, Birdie Zapre, she's going to be there. So, Krista. So,
Hmm.
like, there's some big names going. So, it
Hmm.
might
Hmm.
not be a WLF tour tournament, but someone's going to be a champion, and it'd be a nice
Yeah,
little.
yeah. It'd be a nice way to tune up for
Oh,
Delaware
it's
too.
perfect. Just 3 weeks out, and I understand. I totally understand. Price for everybody and vacation time, but again, I can't. And you agree with me. We can't stress enough. It is totally worth every dollar.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, so come on out. We hope to see you guys there.